Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and I thought I would look at some other things since shortwave reception right at the moment is not too good. And something I mentioned a couple of shows ago is listening to the amateur radio satellites, or if you have a license, actually communicating via the amateur radio satellites to other amateurs throughout the world. And I was looking for a reference book to give you a lot more information than I've given you, plus it's more factual than what I gave you. And I found this on the Amazon website, and it's called AMSATs and HAMSATs, Amateur Radio and Other Small Satellites. And it's in two versions, a Kindle version and a paperback. And if you have a Kindle Unlimited account, which I've had for a couple of years now, because it's very valuable to me anyway, because I like to look at a lot of different things on different subjects. What it is for $9.95 a month, you get to check out, just like a library, you get to check out 10 books at a time. And when you want that 11th book, you have to check one in. So I'm going to try this one out right here. First, I'm going to show you the look inside view, which you can do on Amazon. And it gives you kind of a quick look at what's in this particular book. And here is the table of contents. So we got working easy satellites. Those are normally FM satellites that are easy to communicate with or just listen to. And we got visible satellites. We've got satellite bands, what bands to listen for. The International Space Station, they have an amateur radio station on board, which you can communicate with other people, sometimes with the astronauts themselves if they have time. And this is just chock full of all kinds of information. So let's just briefly see what they give you in this quick look. Kind of a little overview of it, key factors to working satellites, and eventually they'll get into their antennas. I have an antenna similar to this. It's a handheld antenna, and it's a very directional, but it has a lot of gain to it. I think it's around $80 for this. It's two band, UHF and VHF, because most of the satellites will receive on one frequency and then rebroadcast on another frequency. So you have to have a dual band radio, or you can have a single band radio and a scanner radio for listening. So that's how that works. So let's go back now. So this appears to be a pretty good book. Looking at all the details, here's the satellites themselves with information about each of the satellites. How do you program a satellite for the upload and download frequencies? Picking a good operating site. Is that? Oh, that's not me. I was going to say that's me because I've got that very antenna. Anyway, let's go back. So you can either purchase this, and it's $9.50 if you just want to purchase it outright. But for $9.95 a month, you can read this book for free, and you can keep it as long as you want. Matter of fact, I have some favorite books that I downloaded for free that I've had for over a year. I just don't want to get rid of them. So if you're in this setup, you can download this one and many, many, many other ebooks. Not all of them, but many of them are available through this membership. And what you do is, when you go to this page and you have your membership, you can just click on Read for Free. Or I could say, if you don't want the membership, you can just buy it. And I believe the way it started out for me anyway, I think it's still true, is you get the first month free. Now, like a lot of these things that are the first month's free, it automatically renews. So you've had to set up a credit card and an account on Amazon. And then if you're not careful, it will give you the next month and charge you $9.95. But you can stop it at any time. So you don't subscribe for a year or anything like that. It's from month to month. Anyway, let's go to it and I'll show you what happens. So we click on read for free, and here's the title, and it says you have up to 10 titles. You can have up to 10 titles at a time. You currently have 10. I always have 10 because I'm always downloading stuff, and I go through this and I go, which one do I want to give up? And here's some of the ones I have. These are ones that I have in my account right now and have on my multiple Android devices, and I'm running the reader that you can download from Amazon on my PC, so I can even read these books on my PC, which is what I'm doing right now, and I'll show you in a second. So what I have to do, if I want this one, I have to give up one of these 10. So let me just look through here and see kind of, I really don't want to give up any of them. I wish they had another option, say like for $15, and you could get 15 books, because I struggled to keep it down to 10. And see, this book I've had, for over a year, this book right here, and I just don't want to give it up. I should go ahead and purchase it. Well, so when you purchase it, it comes out of your library, and now you got one free space in your library to try different things. And I've tried hundreds and hundreds of books on different subjects, on all kinds of subjects. What am I trying to say? So here's one, Ham Shack using a Raspberry Pi. I've not made much progress on my Raspberry Pi, and this is actually for a Raspberry Pi 3, which I don't have. I have a 2. So I'm going to say return and continue. So it's going to take that one out of my library and replace it with this one. So we'll do that, return and continue. So it's done. It's done. Now, let me close this down. And we didn't want to look at that. Here is the Kindle for a PC. This is running on my PC, of course. And these are all my Kindle books. Now note that the new one that I just loaned out is not here, and here's the one that I gave up. So let's do a refresh here, see if that works. It did. So the new one's here, and the one I said I'll give back is gone. Now all these other ones are ones that I purchased, or one of my subscribers purchased for me and gave me, whatever, something, a gift from Amazon. So I got it from them for free. So here's the new one, and I'll have to download it. So I'll double click on it, and now it's downloading it and putting it on my PC. I can put it on my Android devices at the same time, so I can carry it around with. Take it to my doctor's appointment while I'm sitting there for an hour and a half for my turn. Sit there and read it. Okay, now we'll just get it to open up. I don't know why it's taking so long to open up. Oh, in the meantime, I just kind of show you what else I've got here. Here's Utility Planets, which is all kinds of information about utility shows, programs, transmissions, whatever. This is the 2016 version. There's a 2017 version. I don't think there is a 2018 version. Trying to see if anything else that I really liked. Portable Antenna Wires. That was a good book, or is a good book. Here's Ham Radio for Dummies, another good book. And then here's some of my other interests, such as gardening and stuff like that. So let's go back, and there it is. It opened up. I double clicked it again. It opened up, and we back up. I had downloaded this before, so it keeps track of where you're at in your reading. So I was at location 60 out of 10,000. Pretty big book. So how can I get back to the beginning? Okay, that's not it. There we go. There we go. Let's go back to the cover. There's the cover. And we will scroll through the book. Now, Andrew Barron, he's very popular, very well known in this area of working amateur radio satellites. And like I say, this is a pretty big book. It doesn't tell you down here the number of pages. It probably does somewhere, but I just use this application to read. I don't do any fancy stuff with it. So here's kind of what we saw on the Amazon website as a quick look. Yeah, there's the satellite antenna again. And I can't show you too much of this, otherwise I'd get in trouble. But it's got a lot of information. If you look down here at the table of contents, as we saw before, it is huge. So if you're just starting out in listening to or working the amateur radio satellites, this is a great book to start with. Or if you've been in it a while and you just kind of did the simple stuff like I've done, this shows you how many other things you can do. All right, now let's close this down. Let's go back to the library. So these are all the other books I have presently in my library. So I just wanted to show you that real quickly. And I didn't want to show you that particularly. And then here's some top picks for me for other books related to things I've viewed. Now we can do a search on shortwave, for instance. And here's a bunch of other books. I did a quick review of this one. This is the International Shortwave Broadcast Guide for the summer of 2018, which is right now. It's a good book. Again, this is free if you have this subscription. And like I said, you can start it and do the 30-day trial and then say, I don't want it. Not give me what I want. Did not give me the books I particularly want. And stop it. Or you can let it go. And the thing is, which I've fallen down on, you really need to be active on this and get your money's worth. So you're constantly looking for new books and stuff like that. And it's basically like a library, except it costs you $9.95 a month. So here's books on the subject of shortwave. Most of these I've reviewed. Now there's a new one. I haven't seen that one. New to me. They said it was released in 2015. But now I don't have it narrowed down to only books in the Kindle Unlimited library. So this one is not in the library, and it's $60. That's probably why I didn't look at it. Anyway, I think you see what I was talking about. You can go through my Amazon store. There's a link below each video in the description, and go to Amazon, and then you can see what's in my store. While you're there, you can go to Kindle Unlimited, and if you sign up for Kindle Unlimited, I get a small commission. I think I get like 30 cents or something. And if you buy any books, any ebooks, I get a small commission off those books. Alrighty, I think I'm done babbling. I hope this is useful to you. I think if you use it, it's a good deal. If you start it and then kind of forget about it, and they're charging you $9.95 a month, then eventually it's not going to be a good deal because you spent maybe $50, $60 and you've only downloaded 6 books. That's not such a good deal. It's still probably a good deal compared to whatever you had to pay for the book. Like for instance, I'm just going to show you this right here. This is free under the Kindle Unlimited library, or it's $8.50. There's this one down here is $8. This one's $8.50. This is $9.95, and so on down. This is a good book right here for starters in shortwave listening. It's an old book, but it's a great book, and it's free if you have Kindle Unlimited. So anyway, I didn't mean to turn this into a commercial. I more wanted to expose you to this concept on Amazon, and I think it's a tremendous, excuse me, it's early in the morning, there goes my sinuses, tremendous buy. And I can say, like I try to say, there are thousands and thousands of these books on all kinds of subjects that are in the category of Kindle Unlimited. If you remember what was in my library right now, I had a couple of things left in there that were not related to my show that I had gotten for myself, because I have a couple other hobbies. I actually have 36 hobbies, of which only 6 are active, and one of them is gardening, and so I get a lot of books on gardens. Other things is I have some health problems. I find books on my health problems. Anyway, I think I said that 3 times already. I thought, okay, it's time to stop. I'm going to close this out. If you enjoyed this show, if you thought it was informative, please give me a thumbs up. If you have a comment, I love comments. Feel free to give me comments, unless they're negative. And have a great day. Bye-bye.